All I've been seeing yesterday around the WWE news or the IWC community is that Cody Rhodes has returned to the WWE. Now, me, I'm not no hater. Like, cool, go get your money, go do what you do, make money doing what you love. I respect anybody that turns their career into a hobby. I honestly do respect that. But, are you for real? Like, you got to be shitting me right now. Like, I don't know what to call this video. This is my pure thoughts. It's also kind of a rant. But this is the reason why WWE needs to bury Cody Rhodes. Okay? This is why they need to bury Cody Rhodes. So if you're an AEW fanboy, you're gonna dislike this video. But it's cool, because YouTube removed the dislikes for a reason. So I don't have to see that bullshit. Okay? If you are a smart, okay, if you're one of those people, you're not gonna like this video. Okay, so if you're not one of those, if you're a person who likes wrestling, you might be a casual fan, might be a hardcore fan, but you're okay to hear other people's opinions and you're okay to hear other people's truths, this video is gonna be something you might be able to like. But I'm telling you right now, at this very moment, this is not going to be for the faint of heart. So stay tuned. Now, let me get to the business. Cody Rhodes is going to re-sign and join with WWE, right? And all these AEW fans are hyped. Everybody under the IWC is hyped. The IWC, if people who don't know, is the Internet Wrestling Community, right? They're all hyped about this, right? I don't give two shits about Cody Rhodes rejoining WWE. I hope they make this motherfucker wear some Stardust shit. I hope they bury him. I hope they job him out. Why? Because he had the nerve to not build his character. He had the legacy character, right? With the legacy faction. He had the dashing Cody Rhodes gimmick. Then he had the Stardust gimmick. He's only known for the Stardust gimmick. Like, if you talk about Cody Rhodes, someone's going to say Stardust, right? So, he had three characters to get over with. And he never got over with. He got upset that WWE was booking him that way. Formed his own company, cool. Tried to be the little John Cena in his company, never wanted to turn the heel, even though he's booking himself and booking other wrestlers, so it doesn't make any sense, right? So then now he's joining WWE, and you fans just expect him to be thrown into a WrestleMania match or into a good promo segment or into something big because he came from AEW. Like, first and foremost, what the fuck is an AEW? If you ask a casual fan, hey, do you watch WWE? They might say, here and there, sometimes, not really like I used to. Go ahead and ask any random in the store, hey, do you know what AEW is? They're gonna look at you and be like, what is that, WWE? They're not gonna know what the fuck AEW is. Go up to a random person and ask them, do you know what TNA is? Then go up to that same person and ask them, do you know what AEW is? Then ask them if they know what WWE is. I bet you they know what WWE is before they know what TNA and AEW is. And that's all AEW is a TNA 2.0. They got literally all these old, washed up WWE superstars or WWE wrestlers. They got some indie jobbers who nobody ever heard of. They got a pedophile as their top guy, which is fucking Kenny Omega. And I had an argument. Someone said, oh, he's not a pedophile. He never had an altercation. He never defended a pedophile. The guy booked a pedophile. Then got mad at the fans for bringing up his past, saying, oh, I'm disappointed in you guys. The disappointment goes both ways. How are you going to be disappointed at the fans for bringing up his fucking public record? That's public information. If you're a pedophile, you have to register as a pedophile. So that's public information. And Kenny Omega is disappointed in the fans for doing their research on this guy that he booked. Okay. Like, there's multiple reasons why I don't rock with AEW. Like, people claim WWE's a bad product. I don't watch WWE. I only watch NXT. That's watching WWE. People claim, oh, WWE's a bad product. They don't know how to book their wrestlers. They have no superstars. But yet they want every single WWE superstar to join AEW. Like, they wanted Keith Lee to join. They want Braun Strowman to join. They want The Fiend to join. They want Mustafa Ali to join. Like, you got for all these wrestling news outlets, like What Culture, WrestleMania, like all these other fucking weak-ass IWC, like, content creator that's supposed to be news sources. They're not giving out news sources. They're giving out their opinions. They make these, oh, Finn Balor is unhappy with WWE. Maybe he will sign with AEW. How is he unhappy with WWE? He's playing his role. He's doing his character. Like, Finn Balor's the only guy from the NXT era that gets it. Like, he gets the difference between work rate and character. Like, he has two characters. He has a boring ass Finn Balor character that's all about the indies and all about the work rate and shit like that. And then when he gets pissed off and he's tired of being that little nice work rate guy, he turns into the Demon. So he has a character at least. Like, he's marketable. Like, people know Finn Balor from the Demon, not for him being plain and boring, right? But with AEW, who's marketable there? Who are people knowing? Chris Jericho, really? That's your guy? Jeff Hardy, really? That's your guy? Like, didn't, when Jeff Hardy came out with Matt Hardy, didn't the views like dip? And then AEW tried to blame it on the elders, telling me, oh, the old people just clicked off. What? Everybody in AEW got excuses for everything. Everybody hates WWE and wants all the WWE stars to join AEW. Like, what? That makes no sense. So if WWE's not creating any stars, why do you want them to join AEW then? Oh, because they're bigger draws than anybody in AEW. I understand. Like, I truly understand. So the reason why I want Vince McMahon to personally bury Cody Rhodes is because, one, he made AEW an abomination to the wrestling industry, where you got a company that's solely focused on indie work rate, that doesn't care about drawing in casual fans, that has a tranny beat up women to be their champion for brownie points with media. Like, come on. Like, AEW is just literally an agenda, like, extremist wrestling. That's all it stands for, agenda extremist wrestling, because they're all just radical, like, agenda propaganda people. Like, and it makes no sense. Like, they're going back to all this blood and guts and stuff, like, that's gonna bring in the casual audience. Like, no, like, just because you bleed every match doesn't mean it's a good match, or doesn't mean that's what people want to see. Like, when Ric Flair bled, that brought more drama into the matches. Like, when people bled, or they used to shave or raise themselves, it used to be to add more, like, effect to the matches. Y'all just be having these women go out there, make out with each other, beat each other ass, and then cut each other, raise each other, have all this blood, or guys be having, like, barbed wire matches, all these death matches, and then a guy, like, no sells and moves and is fine and comes back out the next week. Like, it doesn't make any sense. But no one wants to get super critical about AEW's booking. But everyone wants to criticize WWE's booking, which makes no sense to me. Like, this is the same company, right? It's the same business. It's still wrestling, sports entertainment. Nobody, and I mean nobody, cares about pro wrestling, okay? We all know pro wrestling is scripted. When I say scripted, I mean, yes, they determine the storyline. Yes, they determine the victor. But those moves, them spots, the stuff they do, them bumps they take, that's real. But the only thing that's fake is who is the winner, right? So I don't understand why AEW is trying to push this pro wrestling work rate realism when all your guys over there look like anyone could beat them up. Now, you go back to the Attitude Era. Nobody thought they can go up to The Rock and just slap him in the face and be okay. Nobody thought they can just go up and beat up Stone Cold. Nobody thought they can go one-on-one with Triple H. Nobody thought back in the Golden Era thought that they can just go up and beat Ric Flair ass, or thought they can beat Razor Ramon ass, or thought they can just go up and slam or slap Hulk Hogan and be okay with it. But with the AEW roster, bro, damn near all their roster, man, they look just like anybody sitting on the couch. They're just regular people. They don't look like any fucking superstars. They don't have a larger-than-life character. Like, Hook, that's AEW's biggest meme or biggest attraction or whatever. He can get his ass beat by anybody at the skate park, right? CM Punk, we already saw him in real combat. He got his ass beat and quit after 2 fights. He didn't at least train to get better to redeem himself. He tried 2 fights, got his ass beat, then quit, and just went on and talk shit about wrestling, right? Like, no, like, that's ass right there. You feel me? That's ass. Like, if you got superstars, you got fucking, your top draws are guys that the average Joe sitting on this couch can go up and relate to, or can go up and beat their ass, or feel like they can go one-on-one, toe-to-toe with them. That's not a good thing, because your superstars are supposed to be larger than life. They're not supposed to be fucking looking like the average Joe sitting on the couch eating donuts waiting for their next show to come on, or playing video games all day. Like an Adam Cole or Daniel Bryan, bro, I can fucking pick their ass up and throw them across the parking lot. But I can't do that shit to a Roman Reigns. I can't do that shit to a Kane. Like, y'all understand where I'm coming from? So I hope Cody Rhodes gets buried, because I don't want this to be the example that, oh, you join AEW, you come over here, you get treated better than WWE stars. No, that's not what's going to go on here. Not as I'm a fan.